Hello everyone, welcome back to the GDC English classes. How are you all? Am I audible, visible properly? Please, guys, tell me first. Yep. Yes. Good evening, bachalo. Good evening. How are you? Good evening, Pharmacognosy Kumar. Welcome back to the channel, champ. Welcome back to the channel, champ. Okay. So, how you doing, guys? How was the day? And one more day left, and day after tomorrow, maybe your pharmacist examination, right? So, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? ओके सर, आज 11/3/2026 को जो आरआरबी फार्मासिस्ट का एग्जाम हुआ है, उसका फर्स्ट टू थ्री शिफ्ट का पेपर सॉल्व करवा दीजिए सर भी। चलो ठीक है, क्वेश्चंस तो मुझे बताओ, तो फिर हम क्वेश्चंस हम पता करें, है ना? ऑल गुड नरेश कुमार, है ना? सो क्वेश्चंस हमें बताओगे तभी हमें पता लग पाएंगे, अदरवाइज वी हैव टू सी द क्वेश्चन पेपर्स ऑफ अदर वंस एज वेल, राइट? सो देखते हैं, है ना? देखते हैं। अंकुर राय, कायल वी, ओके। गुड इवनिंग, कायल वी। हाउ इज यू गाइज? हाउ आर यू? ओके, एस सक्सेना, गुड इवनिंग। ओके, गुड इवनिंग शिवांगी जी। Okay, guys. So, so, how many of you having your examination tomorrow or day after tomorrow? How many of you? How many of you having the examination day or day after tomorrow? Tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Tell me. Yep. Hmm. Fine, KLB. Okay. So in this one, we're gonna have another model paper for you in which we'll be doing 100 MCQs, right? 100 MCQs for the railway pharmacist. And today is your 11th of Friday, sir. Shift 2. Friday means day after tomorrow, right? Okay, KLB. All right. Nagpur 13 second. Okay, all right. Day after tomorrow, so yeah, many of the students having day after tomorrow only, right? Day after tomorrow only. Okay, so hope for the best, and let's do our preparation from our side, right? Are we good to go? Are we good to go? Right? Are we good to go? I don't think कि आज कोई पेपर हुआ है रेलवे फार्मासिस्ट का, अंकुर राय, है ना? Are we good to go? Shall we start? Shall we start the questions? Yep. Hmm. Hmm. Are you good to go? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. So I shall start then. Okay. What's your name? Prajwal. Prajwal. Okay. Yep. Chalo. Let's go and have the first question with you side. Have the first question with you side. That's your hazing or dull film defect is also known as. Okay, so this is your tablet coating kind of defects, right? And you know that tablet coating kinds of defects, Soparnika, welcome, right? So hazing or dull film defect is also known as, so I shall also have my specs over there just to protect my eyes from the blooming screen. Okay, so hazing and dull film defects is now also known as bloom, subcoating, castor oil or castor oil का क्या रहना देना? Polishing. Which one is it, guys? Which one is it? Yep, अरे pencil, हाँ here. So hazing, dull film defect is also known as, that's your bloom. And what is orange peel effect, guys? What is orange peel effect? Can anyone tell me? What is orange peel effect? And what is mottling? What is mottling? If you know. Yep. Okay. Sakshi Pandey. Farmer Nation A. Okay. Quiz is alongside with us. Quiz is also alongside with us. That's going to be, yeah, that's going to be right. That's going to be right. Well, good. Naresh and Sakshi and Quiz and your Shravani. Very good. That's your bloom is your correct answer. But what is orange peel effect and what is mottling? That's what I'm saying. Mottling is what? Mottling is what? Hmm? unequal distribution of colors, right? Unequal distribution of colors onto the tablet, right? Of colors on tablets, that is modeling. And what is orange peel effects? Orange peel effect? Uneven color distribution. That's right. That's right. Chalo. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead with the next question. Next question. That's elixir. Okay, elixir is which contains volatile compound. What is volatile compound? Which is being readily available to evaporate, right? So what is that? बच्चा knows elixir में क्या होता है? Medicated elixir, non-medicated elixir, or aromatic elixir, or none of these. These. Peeling of the tablet coating. Very good, 𝘂𝙬𝙎𝑉. Very good. Very good. Chalo. Now this one. Elixir is which contains volatile compounds. Medicated elixir, non-medicated elixir, aromatic elixir, or none of these. Simple. Simple. That's your medicated elixir. Non-medicated elixir, aromatic elixir. That's your aromatic elixir, right? Very good, champs. Good going. Chalo. Now, which of the following is not used as an emulsifying agents? Okay, emulsifying agents, say one thing is very much common. That's your what I can say, that are tests, right? Tests of the emulsions, and also the, you can say, the problems, right? Problems of the emulsions are very much important in the context of your examination, right? Test may, if I talk about, the dye test, what are the dyes which can be given in your water and oil emulsion, guys? Yeah, that's right. Electrolytes are not being used. Very good. Electrolytes are not being used. That's a good thing. That's a good answer, right? But now I'm asking this one. Which dye is being used in your water and emulsion? Water and oil emulsion. That's what I'm asking. Water and oil emulsion, right? That's right. Electrolytes. This one. Nobody knows. Yeah. Kayalvi says amaranth. Very good. Amaranth as well as the methyl lean blue. And if I talk about this one, oil in water, then Sudan, right? Sudan 3. Right? Chalo. Problems may you would have your creaming, phase inversions, right? As well as the coalescence. Yeah. So if you tell me about the reversible problem, what is the reversible one? What is the reversible problem? Is it creaming or coalescence? Scarlet dye as well. Very good. Hana? Creaming or coalescence? Which one is reversible? That was asked in your GPAT examination, to be precise. Oily Sudan 3, water soluble amaranth erythromycin. Cracking is very good. Cracking is one of the irreversible. Champ, I'm asking about the reversible one. Right? Creaming is going to be your reversible, whereas coalescence as well as the cracking is going to be your irreversible one. Do note it down, right? Chalo. Which of the following is not an antioxidant? VHT, ठीक है. BHA, ठीक है. Tocopherol, that's nice. Theobroma oil का तो हम polymorphism करते हैं. If you remember, polymorphism, and which structure of theobroma oil is most stable? Can anyone tell me? That is going to be the answer for sure. But which polymorphism structure of the theobroma oil is most stable? That's what I'm asking. Theobroma oil. Very good. Alpha, beta, gamma. But which one? That's I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. Yeah. Sapanika is right. Deepak Kumar is right. That's your beta, है ना? Beta compound of the theobromine oil is going to be very much stable, right? And onto which criteria you will say that this much kind of compound is going to be stable the most, right? Onto which parameter? Onto which parameter you will be deciding? Okay, this is going to be the most stable polymorphic form. That's what I'm asking. Which parameter is to be studied? Anyone? Anyone? No? That's a melting point, guys. Melting point, right? And whichever form of the polymorphic compound having highest melting point, that is going to be the most stable form, right? Very good, Sapanika as well as Deepak. Very good. Good going, good going, good going. Some Maharashtra drug inspector tips. Confidence, sir. Have your jewelry on your face. Jewelry, first thing is your smile, and that second thing is your confidence. Go with the confidently. And whatever you have done, that is well sufficient to crack the examination. The examination is now not only going to test your knowledge, but it also going to test your calmness, right? So that's what I say. And do the things very properly. Do the things very properly. Ask yourself again and again, कि I am doing right or not, right? That's those kind of a thing. Okay, chalo. Now this one. Next question. Now, okay, which of the following liquid preparations is applied externally to the skin and not in the cavities? Okay, not in the cavities, guys. Eardrops, enemas, बच्चे बच्चे को पढ़ता है ना? Collodions or Dutches? Which one is it? Which one is it, guys? Yep. Mm-hmm. Anyone? Anyone has the answer? That's obviously going to be your collodions, right? Collodions is going to be the one which is not used in the cavities, right? These are irrespective, rather used to seal the wounds, right? Used to seal the wounds, and it is a yellowish viscous solution, right? Ishwararya, good evening. Chalo. Now this one. Which of the following is not a commercially टाकों को भरने के लिए यूज करते हैं? क्या बात है नरेश कुमार, वेरी गुड. Good evening, Rashmi. Okay. Which of the following is not a commercially available starch product? Not a commercially available starch product. Okay. Star X 100 1050. Bajrang Lap. नहीं समझा. रश्मि. बजरंग लैप. बजरंग दल. Cellutab. Mdex और Sugar Tab. Which one? शुगर टैब में स्टार्च कब से आने लगा? सर मेरे को 5 एग्जाम निकालने हैं, कैसे प्रिपेयर निकालूं? कौन से 5 एग्जाम निकालने हैं भाई? सेमेस्टर वाले? सेमेस्टर वाले? सेमेस्टर में ही होते हैं 5 एग्जाम, right? So that is going to be your sugar tab, right? This table is very much important, guys. You have to learn this one because many of the questions will be seen over here, right? Seen over here, right? Most of the questions. बजरंग लेप आता है सर मार्केट में. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. ओके. मुझे लगा या तो हिंदी रख. अच्छा. ओके. ठीक है सर हितेश साहब. मुझे लगा थोड़ा सा इंटरेक्शन हो जाएगा, इस वजह से. आपको बुरी लगी है तो सॉरी भाई. चलो, नो वरीज. इन पॉलीमर पॉलीमर इंटरेक्शन टेक्निक इन माइक्रो Microencapsulation negative charge is obtained by gum arabic, gelatin, shellac, or ethyl cellulose. Right? Chalo, which one is it? Polymer-polymer interaction technique is in microencapsulation. Negative charge is obtained by gum arabic, gelatin, shellac, or ethyl cellulose. Sir, Hindi don't know. Don't worry. No worries. No worries. No worry. We are covering in English only. Don't worry. Okay. RRB pharmacist preparation. Kitni sari tricks. How should drug to remember? You have to remember at any cost. Aims 𝘂𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎𝙎 UB/SC. Oh ma, go through love. Pharma Naresh Kumar इतने सारे एग्जाम निकल जाएंगे. Okay, this one, that is going to be your gum arabic, and that is your having negative charge, right? Very simple, right? So increase in solubility of various substances due to the presence of large amount of additives. Hydrotrophy, CMC, co-solvency, or none of these. Simple. Due to the presence of large amount of additives. Large amount of additives ki, if we are talking about the large amount of additives, so obviously we are going to talk about the hydrotrophy, right? Many of the students would be having this one, है ना, hydrotrophy and co-solvency के बीच में थोड़ा सा confusion है, right? You would be having lots of confusion between the hydrotrophy and co-solvency. So here only, if you see this one, large amount of additives, then it is going to be the hydrotrophy, right? Chalo, very good. Now, the rate of reaction that does not involve gases is not dependent on. Okay. Okay, the rate of reaction does not involve gases, right? Co-solvency in water also, that's right. है ना? Rate of reaction that does not dissolve, that does not involve gases, is not dependent on pressure, temperature, concentration, or catalyst. Which one is it, guys? Simple. Simple. If there is no involvement of the gases, which of these parameter is not going to be worth it there? If gas is not there, rest of the things are there. Liquid is there, right? Solid is there, but gas is not there, right? Gas is not there. So out of these all four kind of a thing, which one is not going to be the dependent, not dependent? Which one? Most of you are saying D. Saparnika says A. And she's the only one who said A. I think so, right? Uh-huh. Priyanka says A. No, Priyanka says B. Pressure, guys, pressure. Pressure is only acting onto the gases, right? Temperature, yes, temperature is going to affect into the liquid as well as in solid. Concentration, obviously, hell. Catalyst, obviously, you know that nickel palladium catalyst, Hana? Okay, so pressure is not going to be the thing, right? Tukka. Chalo, okay. Now, examples of grinder equipment except ball mill, hammer mill, cutter mill, or fluid energy mill. Ball mill, hammer mill, cutter mill, or fluid energy mill. Everything is deep, depth, ya dope. Chalo, this one. By the way, who was there who was saying कि totally Hindi में करो या English में करो? Who was saying that one? Dab Hitesh. Dab Hitesh. Hitesh. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, this one, that is going to be your cutter mill, right? Cutter mill, right? Simple. Cutter mill में don't have any kind of the attrition property, right? Chalo. Now, what is drying? Adding moisture to the solids, separating solids and liquid, removing moisture from solids by thermal vaporization. None of these. Simple, na? Removing moisture from solids by thermal vaporization, as simple as that, right? Chalo, human serum albumin containing which for the drug binding? Glycoprotein, digitoxin binding, lipoprotein, globulin. Simple question hai. Simple question is it? Simple. That is your digitoxin, right? Digitoxin binding site is being present in your human serum albumin. Simple. War is going on. Aja, Aja, Didi, sister. War hai, Aja, Didi. Right? Warfarin, Azapropazone, Digitoxin, Digitalis. Simple, right? Tamgo, tamoxifen. Ha, that's right, tamoxifen. And tamasha, tamasha dekho, tamoxifen, tamasha dekho. Right, chalo. Okay. Kinetically, T half is equals to 1 upon K A0, or you can say like T half is equals to 1 by C0 K. So there is the expression for what? What? First order, second order, zero order, or none of these? Simple. T half is equals to 0.693 upon K. That is what? The first order bacha knows, right? T half is the constant. T half is constant in the case of first order, right? And T half is inversely proportional to the zero order kinetics, right? Zero order kinetics. What is shelf life? What is shelf life, guys? What is shelf life? Can anyone tell me? What is shelf life, guys? This table is very much important. Okay, you can expect the questions from here, right? T half is equals to 0.150 upon K. That is the first order T90, sorry, T90. First order T90, and T90 for zero order, that is 0.10 C0 upon K. Right? Simple. That is your T90. Huh? The time required for the drug to degrade the 10%, of the initial concentration, that is your T90, and that is what the shelf life of the drug. Right? Chalo. The following is the example of cationic surfactant. Cationic surfactant. Benzalkonium chloride, polysorbate 80, SLS, or sorbitan monooleate. 100 to 90 is safe and 10% destroy, called shelf life. That's right, Rashmi. First order, second inverse. That's right, the unit of the first order. Very good. Zero order, 0 watt power. Very good. 0 watt power, है ना? Right. So this one, let's do question. That is your benzalkonium chloride. Very good. Polysorbate 80. Polysorbate 80. That is your LPSO, if you remember. LPSO. L for laurate, right? P for palmitate, S for stearate, and O for the oleate. Simple. सर एक्सट्रैक्ट क्वेश्चंस आएंगे सर एग्जैक्ट हाँ एग्जैक्ट तो कह सकते हैं थोड़ा बहुत है ना LPSO, that's your laurate, palmitate, stearate, as well as your oleate, right? LPSO is your one thing, right? Polysorbate 80 and sorbitan monoaleate, that is your span 80, right? Polysorbate 80, that's your polyoxyethylene polyoxyethylene 80, right? Polyoxyethylene 80 का तो monoaleate, right? This is going to be the name for polysorbate 80, right? HLB 40 SLS. Very good, very good, very good. What is the formula? What is the formula for having HLB in in order to determine the span value? If you have span value as well as the tween value, then which formula will be applied over there? Span value you have and tween value you have, and you have to find the HLB. Then 20 होगा सर D. हाँ 20 होगा सर D, मतलब नहीं समझा मैं. How many questions giving correct answer any batch लिया है सर ये student? हाँ, obviously they are the students of the prime batches, no? Quiz side. उन्होंने प्राइम बैच लिया है, कुछ ने कोर्स लिया होगा रेलवे का. You should also join. You can go to the GDC classes app and you can enroll yourself. You can purchase the course over there, right? That is going to be the thing, right? Chalo, next one. Okay. Chiral sour amylinine is the reserved food for Bacillaro-phycophyta, Xanthophycophyta, Chlorophycophyta, or Phaecophycophyta. Phaeophycophyta. Okay. Chrysolaminarin. Chrysolaminarin is the reserved food of Xanthophycophyta. Chal. Which of the following is the most accurate methods for microbial assay of antibiotics? Okay, microbial assay of antibiotics के लिए for microbial assay antibiotics. आस्था शर्मा सर, ये सर्फेक्टेंट याद नहीं होता और ये कौन सा चैनल है जीडीसी का, पहली बार देख रहे हैं. दैट इज व्हाट the thing is, Astha Sharma, right? They don't know about this channel just because now the notifications are being present onto the uh, main GDC app. That's why you have getting the notifications from that side. Ki someone is going to be live onto this channel and someone is going to have the model paper explanation, right? But that is what the thing, nobody knows about this one channel, so try to share as much as you can. This is also the same platform of GDC. The theme is in English only. That's the only difference. बस यही difference है English के लिए. ठीक है, कल release हो जाएगा. That is going to be the release tomorrow. Ishwar Arya, your answer key will be releasing tomorrow. Okay, chalo, this one, that's your chemical assay, microbial assay for antibiotic, that is C, guys. Okay, चलो. सर ये सर्फेक्टेंट्स याद नहीं होते. अच्छा, कौन सा याद नहीं होता बताओ आस्था शर्मा, कौन सा याद नहीं होता? LPSO, सिंपल सिंपल था. LPSO, लॉरेट. P फॉर palmitate. 20, 40, 60, 80, simple. चलो, this one, a method used to insert DNA molecules into the cells by using short electrical impulses is known as. This one, biolistics, microinjection, liposomes, or electroporation. Simple. Which one is it? That's your electroporation. If you see the electrical impulse over there, right? Simple. Chalo. Okay, very good, Naresh. Now, the method in which a code is assigned to a stored item for easy identification is called. Okay, code is assigned. Code is assigned. SLS 40 Tragagant 30. 13. Very good. Block method, mnemonic method, combination method, or alphanumeric method. Electro को match. That's right. That's your mnemonic method, guys, right? Mnemonic method is being used as a alphabetical letters to create the codes that aid memory. Okay, chalo. Under the drugs and not cosmetics, आदत हो गई है. Drugs and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Act 1954, the word advertisement means simple notice, yeah, circular and label, yeah, announcement made by any audiovisual means. That's right. That's right. Hana? Okay, simple. Which one is it? That is going to be all of the above, right? All of the above, that is going to be the simple. Normal table वाला सर, बाकी 1 to 10 तक के लिए वैल्यूज हैं वो बहुत हार्ड हैं, वो स्पान ट्वीन तो हो गए. अच्छा, वो टेबल याद नहीं हो रहा. ओके ओके ओके. HLB वैल्यूज तो आई थिंक याद होगी ना. HLB वैल्यूज सरकारी ऑप्शन ऑल ऑफ द अबव. चलो. Names from the registered can be removed only by an order of the PCI, Registration Tribunal, Executive Committee of the State Council, or Director of Health Service. Which one? Which one? Simple. PCI. PCI 1949. है ना, under the Act of Pharmacy Act 1948 to be precise. Simple. And PCI Registration Tribunal Executive Committee of the State Council or Director of Health Services. इसका तो कोई लेना देना नहीं. PCI obviously PCI होगी, but not whole PCI would be responsible for that. Registration Tribunal, yes, you can, but Executive Committee is the one who are responsible for the removal of the name of the pharmacist, right? Executive Committee of the State Council. None of you said C. None of you. Chalo. Intrauterine devices are tested at intrauterine devices, and you can say the and fallopian tubes and fallopian tubes. Central Research Institute Kasoli, that is being Sera and vaccines. Sera and vaccines are being tested into this one, right? Central Drug Testing Laboratory Thane. Simple. That's this one. Central Drug Testing Laboratory Thane. Yes, this is the one where intrauterine devices and fallopian tube is going to be tested, right? Central Drugs Laboratory Calcutta. Simple. CDL, first CDL, right? Indian Pharmacopoeia Laboratory. Everybody knows that's your Ghaziabad. है ना? चलो. Okay. This you have to learn, right? Kasoli mein Sera solutions of vaccines, toxins, veterinary research, anti-Sera vaccines, toxoids, है ना? Sample of this one, and that is going to be utilized, tested into the Central Pharmacopoeia Laboratory, Pasteur Institute of India, that is present in Kannur, है ना? Antivirus Research Center, Hafkin, that is oral poliomyelitis vaccine, and VDRN antigen, that's your Government of India, Kolkata, right? CDRI Lucknow, not CDRL. Lucknow से ही है साहब हम, रवि बलवंत. I am from Lucknow itself. CDRI. चलो. License for manufacture of Schedule X drug is given in number form. Is given मतलब given means granted. Given means granted. So 24, 25, 24F or 25F. Which one? चलो. Simple. License for manufacture of Schedule X drug is given in form number. That is going to be your 25F. 25F. Deepak Kumar. Very good. नवाबों की सिटी. क्या बात है. Yes, नवाबी तो हैं भाई सब लोग यहाँ पे. चलो. Okay. Choose the incorrect statement for the clinical pharmacology. Now questions from pharmacology are coming for you guys. Okay. Incorrect statement for clinical pharmacology. It is a scientific study of drugs in human. That's right. Clinical pharmacology involves pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. Study of safety and efficacy, pharmacological information, knowledge of the disease for its prevention. Simple. Which one is right? Which one is right? Clinical pharmacology. Clinical pharmacology. बहुत simple है. That is the D only, right? Safety and efficacy we do. Hana, pharmacokinetics and pharmacokinetic, that is what the division of clinical pharmacology, and it is obviously used in your humans. Hana? So if clinical word comes, so obviously it's going to be the D, right? Chalo. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Now this one. Concentration of a drug in blood is 40 microgram per ml. Okay. So concentration you have got C, right? And dose of the drug is 200. That's your X. Okay. Volume of distribution of VD is equals to X by C. VD is equals to X by C. What is the answer? VD is equals to X by C. That is going to be, if you can say over here, 200 divided by 40, and here you have the 5. 0, 0, 4, 5 are 20. Here you have the 5 liters, right? Chalo, very good, very good. Now, which of the following substances is synthesized in the intima of the blood vessels in a strong inhibitor of the platelet aggregation? Inhibitor of the platelet aggregation. Thromboxane A2, Prostacyclin oral rectal, तो thromboxane and prostacyclin. Okay, now tell me that aspirin is going to inhibit both of these, thromboxane and prostacyclin as well, right? But at which dose? But at which dose? But at which dose? Only pharmacology, 200 divided by 40 is equals to 5. Very good. Anna, which one? Strong inhibitor I am asking. Strong inhibitor I am asking. Saparnika says B. Roy Bulavan says A. Naresh says B. Deepak Kumar says B. Naresh says B. Quiz side says A. No, 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 no. Abhimanyu says A. No. It's going to be B. Prostacyclin, right? PGI2. Here you can see I for inhibition. I for inhibition and A for the aggregation. Aggregation, right? And aspirin is going to inhibit thromboxane as well as the prostacyclin, right? Both of the things. Both of the things. But at low dose, they're going to inhibit the prostacyclin. But at high dose, that is going to be inhibit the prostacyclin. Okay, remember? Chalo. Now this one. Ratio of systemic availability of a drug administered orally and IV is called. Okay, so there are plenty of times. इनिबिटर पूछा है ए तो वैसे भी गलत है हाँ ए तो गलत है ही ऑब्वियसली चलो ratio of systemic availability of a drug administered orally and IV is called. Okay, so there are absolute bioavailability and relative bioavailability. Relative bioavailability will be having into the dosage forms, right? Dosage form of same drug, right? Dosage form of same drug. Whereas if I talk about absolute bioavailability, here you have the IV and here you have the oral drug. That is your absolute bioavailability. Okay, absolute bioavailability. Deepak, Abhijit Jankar, no, it's not B. Naresh, okay. Shravani says okay, very good. And Baswaraj, okay. A. Chalo. One of the following is not a parasympathetic response. Parasympathetic response. Contract intestinal smooth muscles, increase the heart rate, decrease the heart rate, or stimulate the gastric secretion. गलत हो गया. Which prime batch? There is lots of prime batches for GPAT quiz side. Go and download the GDC classes app. You can get over there. You can download the GDC classes app from Play Store. चलो पैरासिम्पैथेटिक एसिटाइलकोलिन का रिलीज है ना acetylcholine का release, so contract the intestinal smooth muscle. Yeah, that's right. Through M3 receptor, increase heart rate. Hell no. Even they have the M2 receptor, तो in decrease होगा. Yeah, that's right. Decrease heart rate. Stimulate gastric secretion. That's right. M1. Right. Okay. Oral versus oral relative. Very good. Very good. RRB pharmacist के लिए सर शेर वाली कहानी. हाँ भाई, शेर वाली कहानी. शेर आया तो हार्ट रेट बढ़ जाएगी. दैट इज योर इन सिंपैथेटिक कंडीशन, राइट? आरआरबी फार्मासिस्ट के लिए हाँ उसमें भी है, आरआरबी फार्मासिस्ट के लिए भी है क्विज साइड. Okay, so M3 receptor, if you remember 1, 3 and 5, these are your GQ protein couple mediated receptor, and M2 as well as M4 GI mediated couple receptor, right? Everything is being contracted or stimulated, but except the heart rate is going to be decreased. Everything in parasympathetic condition is going to be elevate, right? Except heart rate. Heart rate is going to down. Whereas in sympathetic condition, everything is going to be increased. No, everything is going to be decreased except the heart rate. Only heart rate is going to be increased. All other things is going to be decreased, right? Chal. So here is your shame wali kahani. Share. If you see the lion, your heart rate, tuk, 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 lub, dub sound will be increases, right? Liver releases glucose. Yes, because you run. Guys, पहले खाओ फिर दिल लगाओ बाकी सारे काम बाद में. That's right. First eat and then fall in love, and rest of the things will happen later. First eat and then fall in love, and your rest of the things will be happen later, right? You have to run and you need glucose to run. Obviously, you need energy. Bronchioles are dilated so that you can take a lot of deep breathing while learning. Pupils dilate. Obviously, if you see lion, oh, I saw the lion. Just go over here, right? Pupil dilates. Adrenal gland secretes epinephrine. Adrenaline in your veins is going to be run over there, right? Digestion is inhibited. Obviously, उस time पे भूख नहीं लगेगी. Share will be having parasympathetic kind of condition when he sees you. His digestion will be increased. Gastric secretion will increase. The M1 receptor into the share stomach will be activated. Bladder relaxed? Yeah, obviously bladder is going to be relaxed, right? Chalo. Which of the following drug reduces blood pressure by acting on the vasomotor center into the CNS? Simple, simple, simple. Vasomotor center into the CNS, central nervous system. Labetalol, nifedipine, clonidine, or the enalapril. Labetalol, nifedipine, clonidine, or enalapril. Sweating is increased. That's right, Shravani. Sweating is increased into the sympathetic condition, whereas all the slud, you can say, like slud, salivation, lacrimation, urination, defecation, all things are decreased into the sympathetic condition, right? Yeah, that is going to be your clonidine. And there is a one more drug. There is a one more drug, guys. There is a one more drug. Can you tell me that? Apart from clonidine, there is another one which is acting onto the vasomotor center. That is right. Clonidine is right. Clonidine is right. But which one has the vasomotor center into the CNS? Other drug regarding to the blood pressure. Labetalol is a DOC in pregnancy. Very good. Very good. Very good. Better mother care during pregnancy, right? Hana, methyl dopa. Very good. Methyl dopa is the drug of choice, to be precise. Methyl dopa is the drug of choice, right? And if you talk about the emergency in the pregnancy, then which one you will give? The hydralazine you will be given at that time. Hydralazine you will be giving at that time. And if you remember, methyl dopa is converted into the alpha methyl norepinephrine. Alpha methyl norepinephrine. And what is that called? Alpha methyl norepinephrine, what does that call? Yeah. Alpha methyl norepinephrine, that is being called as, that is being called as the false neurotransmitter, if you remember. False neurotransmitter is your alpha methyl norepinephrine, right? Chalo. Nitroprusside emergency not used. Yep, not used into the pregnancy, but that is being used in your normal individuals, adults, right? Chalo. What is myocardial infarction? Pain due to ischemic death of the myocardium, pain decreased heart rate, pain due to increased blood pressure, pain due to heart failure. Which one is it? Myocardial infarction. Hmm. Simple. That is going to be your obviously pain due to ischemic disease, right? Simple. Halwa question, right? Chalo. The first phenothiazine derivative introduced in the therapy of psychotic disorders. Psychotic disorders in which the dopamine level is going to be increased, right? Dopamine is going to be increased in that one. But, which has been used over there? Promazine, chlorpromazine, triflupromazine, or thioridazine. Simple. The first phenothiazine derivative, pheno to theek, but what about the others? Pheno to theek. Pheno to theek. But what about others, if you remember this trick, right? Pheno is your chlorpromazine, right? Chlorpromazine. Very good. Chlorpromazine. Very good. Chalo. Which of the following is a long-acting vasodilators? Long-acting vasodilators, isosorbide, Isosorbide, minoxidil, minoxidil, nitroglycerin, or nicolandil. Isosorbide, that is your short-acting drug using sublingual, right? Minoxidil, potassium channel opener, right? Nitroglycerin, again short-acting drug, sublingual, right? Sublingual. Nicorandil, again potassium channel opener. So which one is being used? Net issue in my side. Okay. Thiazide classification. That is going to be your minoxidil. Very good, very good. Minoxidil is being used into the MDH का तीखा लाल सुना है? MDH का तीखा लाल, MDH का तीखा लाल. Minoxi का दिल, diazoxide, and H for the hydralazine. These are all your potassium channel opener. Yeah, potassium channel opener is also used in your nicorandil. Right? Simple. And minoxidil obviously used in your alopecia, गंजापन में बाल उगा देते हैं ये. Right? चलो hair growth. Very good Shravani. है ना? Now, drug used in the bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder, कभी गुस्सा, कभी sadness, right? कभी all of a sudden you will be feeling like sadness, anxiety, depression kind of a thing, but all of a sudden you're having happiness. Everything is good. Life is so damn good, right? That is what the bipolar disorder. So what has been used over there? Haloperidol, chlorpromazine, imipramine, or sodium valproate. Sodium valproate is being used as a Rajnikant drug, है ना? Rajnikant drug. Imipramine, chlorpromazine, or haloperidol. One thing, if you remember about the haloperidol, that's your increased EPS. Extrapyramidal syndrome is the highest with haloperidol, right? Chlorpromazine, again your D2 blocker. Imipramine, that's your TCA, है ना? And yesterday also we have discussed about that one, that imipramine is used in your nocturnal enurences, right? Nocturnal enurences में that has been used. That's right, Rajnikant drug, Rashmi, है ना? Very good. है ना? Sodium valproate, Rajnikant drug, that's you know, right? And sodium valproate is being used in your bipolar disorder, right? Chalo. Very good. Anti-manic drugs. Which of the following is a pure opioid antagonist? Butorphanol, nalbuphine, buprenorphine, or naloxone. Bipolar disorders, depression, first depression and then mania. That's right. Which of the following is pure opioid antagonist? Antagonist, I'm asking. Antagonist, sir. Antagonist. Antagonist is what? Naloxone, naltrexone, right? And these are being used in your alcohol poisoning as well, right? If you remember, alcohol poisoning as well, they are being used over there, right? Naloxone. Very good. Chalo. अरे यार. Which of the following drug is not acting? Naloxone for loading and naltrexone is for maintenance. Okay. So which of the following drug is not acting under the opioid kappa receptor? Buprenorphine, butorphanol, nalbuphine, or pantazocine? Not acting under the opioid kappa receptor. Simple. That is going to be your A, right? Buprenorphine. Okay. Chalo. Mu receptor agonist है ये. Okay. That is your mu receptor agonist. Buprenorphine. Paper leak. Chalo. Okay. Now, this one. Azitimib. Azitimib is going to be your what? Hypolipidemic drug. Cholesterol levels down. Hypolipidemic drug, right? Reduces the cholesterol levels by inhibiting HMG coenzyme reductase, inhibiting intestinal absorption of cholesterol, removes the cholesterol from blood and stores in the deeper adipose tissues, induce the lipoprotein lipase, that is your something else, PPAR alpha, right? PPAR alpha, HMG coenzyme, that is your statins, blocking on intestinal absorption for cholesterol. Yeah, that's right. B is your correct option, right? Chalo. Hmm. Okay. Now, what is the adverse drug reaction of the statins, guys? Can anyone tell me? What is the adverse drug reaction of the statins? Anyone? Adverse drug reactions of the statins. Mm-hmm. Adverse drug reaction of statins. Anyone? No? Rhabdomyolysis. Yeah, Vinoli Jeevan is right. Myopathy, hepatotoxic तो हर तरह हो जाती है. Rhabdomyolysis I'm asking. Rab, रहन दो, mylosis, right? Myopathy. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So binding to the peroxisome proliferator activator receptor gamma. Gamma for glucose. In muscle, fat, and liver to decrease insulin resistance is the main mechanism of action of acarbose, metformin, glimepiride, or the rosiglitazone. Simple. TPER gamma they are asking. Gamma is for your rose PO thoda thoda if you remember. Rose PO thoda thoda. Rose PO. Theo thoda thoda. That's your thiazolidine diones. Thiazolidine. Yeah, it's showing. It do show the pleiotropic effect. That's right, Deepak Kumar. Good going. Thumbs up. Thiazolidine diones, right? And that is going to be the D rosiglitazone, right? But now, anyone tell me rosiglitazone is now banned? Rosiglitazone is banned. Why it is banned over there? Why it is banned in India? Banned in India. Why it is banned? Anyone tell me? Rhabdomyolysis means the myositis. Myositis means your muscles getting inflamed. Your muscles getting inflamed, right? That is what the rhabdomyolysis. Muscles get inflamed and your muscle breakdown as well. Okay, chalo. Means your muscles getting inflamed. Your muscles getting inflamed, right? That is what. Anyone? नहीं पता? नहीं पता? नहीं पता? No one? Prostate cancer, guys. Prostate, no, not prostate. That's your bladder cancer. Bladder cancer. Bladder cancer is the main thing. That's why rosiglitazone is being banned in India. Okay, chalo. Okay, so this one is very much important, and you think कि this question कहाँ गया carbose हमारा? This one, acarbose is your alpha glucosidase inhibitor. Alpha glucosidase inhibitor, and that's what asked in your GPAT 2025 because have more side effect with bladder cancer. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Hana? Alpha glucosidase inhibitor, and that's your acarbose GPAT this year 26. They have asked this one. Right, chalo. Which one is more potent mineralocorticoid? Potent mineralocorticoid, dexamethasone, flutirigodazone, prednisolone, or hydrocortisone? Which one? Potent mineralocorticoid, dexamethasone, fludrocortisone, prednisolone, or hydrocortisone. Simple. Simple, you know this one. That's your fludrocortisone only, right? Potent is your fludrocortisone. The volume of distribution VD relates. Anyone tells जो आंसर कौन सी बैचेस के लिए? भाई तुम्हें कितनी बार बताएं यार? कौन से बैचेस लिए हैं? जीडीसी प्राइम बैच लिए हैं सर. एक काम करो आप ये सेशन, you should quit this session and just go and see the Play Store. There is an icon in your mobile, right? Play Store, go and type GDC classes, and then you will be having a app over the GDC classes. Just install it, put your number, get some OTP, enter the OTP, and the whole interface you will be getting after that. Lots of courses are put in over there. Railway Pharmacist, DI, Drug Inspector, GPAT, Niper. Plenty of types of the pharmacist courses are being present over there. Whatever you want, you can get easily. I think that is the only way quiz side that I can tell you. All right, prime batches is the prime batches that you pay for something, right? To get something, you should pay something. That is what the prime batch is, right? Where live classes is being taken in the batch only, in the app only, and all the study material are being delivered for you, delivered to you. Modules are there, test series are there, everything is there, right? So volume of distribution, bacha knows that what? Single to daily dose of administration. Administered dose to a body weight? No. Uncharged drug reaching the systemic circulation? That is not. Amount of drug in the body to the concentration of drug in the plasma? That is what the VD is, right? Chalo. X by C, right? 8 March, Women Day, 80% off. Men's Day कब होता है? Farmer Naresh? When the Men's Day is being celebrated, Naresh Kumar? Chalo. Which of the following is used as a laxative? Sodium bicarbonate, triosilicate, potassium tartrate, or sodium hydroxide. Plasma binding more VD. अच्छा. uh, Sorry guys. So now this one, sodium potassium tartrate is going to be your correct answer, right? So tissue binding more VD. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Rochelle salt, right? Sodium potassium tartrate is very much known to be as the Rochelle salt as well. Very good. Ravi Balwant. that we have done in your class 11th also या class 12th में एक experiment होता था इसका Rochelle salt का, if you remember. Rochelle salt, I think Felling test या Tollin test में we do have used over there. चलो, identify the pathogen responsible for the causes of filariasis. Filariasis, simple, Wisheria bancrofti, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, Entamoeba histolytica or Aedes aegypti. Simple. The questions are tough. This question is tough. Okay. Chalo, this one, that is going to be your Wisheria bancrofti, right? Simple. Wisheria bancrofti. MgSO4 Epsom salt. Very good. The only artery which contains deoxygenated blood is pulmonary artery, inferior vena cava, coronary artery, or none of these. Which one is it? Pulmonary artery, inferior vena cava, coronary artery, or none of these? Deoxygenated means less oxygen, more carbon dioxide. Hana? Which one? Diethylcarbamazepine is the drug of choice for that. Very good. Hana? That is what? Pulmonary artery is having the deoxygenated blood. Very good. चलो. हाँ पता है मुझे 8 मार्च को ऑफ था. मैं भी वहीं पढ़ाता हूँ, राइट? आई नो, आई नो. बट द क्वेश्चन वाज कि मेंस डे कब होता है? That what I asked. Any one of you know when the men's day is being celebrated? Hmm? चलो फाइन, नो वरीज. फिर से लीक हो गया. चलो, which enzyme is not involved in the starch digestion in intestine? Maltase, lactase, sucrase, or lipase? Which enzyme is not involved in the starch digestion in intestine? Maltase, lactase, sucrase, or lipase? Which one is it, guys? Hmm. Maltase, lactase, sucrase, or शादी से पहले? शादी से पहले तुम्हारी शादी हो गई है दीपक कुमार? हाँ? No one remembers the men's day, bro. Quiz site. What's your real name, by the way? Farmer Naresh Kumar, 19 November. That's right, that's right, that's right. 19th November. है In 19th November, you won't see any kind of the function. You won't see any kind of the. छोड़ो यार, let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be, guys, let it be. Chalo, I don't wanna say something too on this one. Otherwise, I would be saying a lot of things. Care, let it be, and that's your the lipase, right? Chalo. Which of these diseases make the lumen arteries narrow? Arteries narrow. So diameter, arteries gets narrow, right? Arteries gets asphyxiated. क्या आस्तिक? अच्छा, आस्तिक नाम है तुम्हारा। ओके 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 ओके, आस्तिक, नाइस नेम। एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस, हाइपरटेंशन, एंजाइना और हार्ट फेलियर। एवरी डे इज मेंस डे। बात तो सही है तुम्हारी। दैट इज योर एथेरोस्क्लेरोसिस, राइट? सिंपल सिंपल सिंपल। Which cell is involved in the inflammation acutely? Acutely. Neutrophil, T lymphocyte, plasma cell, or memory cell? Which one is it? Which cell is involved in inflammation acutely? Arey, 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 arey. That is your neutrophil, right? Neutrophil migration takes place. Hana? Can anyone tell me which drug inhibits the migration of neutrophil? Migration of neutrophil inhibited by which drug? Which drug? Which drug inhibits the migration of neutrophil, guys? Anyone? Anyone? The concept of proving and prover. The concept of proving if prover is related to Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, or aromatherapy. Colchicine. Ergometry? No. Colchicine, yes. Colchicine is being used to inhibit the migration of neutrophil, and that has been used in your gouts, right? This is what? The homeopathy only, right? The concept of atypical confirm not. क्या कहना क्या चाह रहे हो नरेश कुमार? चलो. And these are the 7 principles of homeopathy, guys. This is important. You have to remember this one. Okay, at least naming of this one is important. Okay, chalo. Cruciferous, Annie or Cruci. Annie or Cruci, type of stomata are found in digitalis. Mast cell stabilizers? No. No. Chalo. Digitalis, gout drug? Yes, gout drug. Hana. Digitalis and bearberry leaves, senna and coca leaves, mint leaves, belladonna and datura leaves. पीयूष सर की कहानी सुनी है? एनी और क्रूसी. चलो. Annie or Cruci type of stomata are found in digitalis or Burberry, Senna and Coca. Who said Senna and Coca? No. Senna and Coca are parallel with each other, parallel with Ruby. If you remember, parallel with Ruby, right? Hmm? Belladonna and Datura are going to be the right one, right? Belladonna and Datura. Yep. Chalo. Wavy, mahal pura wavy. Wavy sclerenchyma is the characteristic feature of ajwain, coriander, clove, or star anise. Which one is it? Ajwain, coriander, dhania, clove, or star anise? Wavy sclerenchyma. mahal pura wavy. किसने गाया ये गाना? Who has sung this song? Wavy. Simple. That is what the coriander is, right? Coriander is going to be the correct answer. Sweet in odor and taste of fennel fluid is due to sweet. Okay, so there are two odor, right? Sweet odor as well as a bitter odor. Sweet odor is responsible for Fancor, Anethol, Eugenol, or Limonene. Which one is it? Carnauгula. Carnauгula. Yes, 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 yes. है ना? ये तुम्हें याद है क्विज साइड? हाँ, ऑप्शन नहीं याद हो रहे, गाने मेरे याद हो रहे बेटे, है ना? दैट इज योर एनीथॉल, राइट? चलो. चलो. दिस वन. केमिकल केमिकली ड्रैगन डॉफ रिएजेंट इज. ड्रैगन ड्रॉफ रिएजेंट है. ड्रैगन की आंखें लाल होती हैं. ड्रैगन्स आई इज इन रेड, राइट? एंड ड्रैगन बीडी 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 bismuth iodide, potassium potassium bismuth iodide, picric acid, picrate, yellow color. Mercuric iodide. Mercuric iodide. Which one has the mercuric iodide, guys? Which test has the mercuric iodide? Anyone? Hmm? Not results caffeine. Not results caffeine. नहीं समझा नरेश कुमार. हाँ, caffeine does not result. Right. That's this one. है ना? Dragon Dove में caffeine doesn't going to be over there, right? Chalo. Very good. Now this one, Mayer's reagent is your creamy precipitate, potassium mercuric iodide, Wagner, potassium triiodide, and Dragon Dove, right? Bismuth iodide, picric acid, Hager's test. Picric acid, Hager's test. That is important. Which of the following, which of the following is the characters is not the character of seed? Calyx, helium, micropyle, or raphe? Ramesh Singh. Okay. Which of the following is not the character of seed, guys? Caffeine is Murex site test, right? Caffeine is Murex site test. Calyx, helium, micropyle, or raphe? That is going to be your calyx, right? Chalo. Ellagic acid as well as the gallic acid are the examples of condensed tannins, hydrolyzable tannins, non-hydrolyzable tannins, or pseudotannins. Which one is it? Ellagic acid or gallic acid are the examples of condensed tannins, hydrolyzable tannins, non-hydrolyzable tannins, or pseudotannins. That's your hydrolyzable tannins, right? Chalo, very good. And here you can see hydrolyzable tannin, gallotannin, ellagiotannin. Gallotannin is responsible for the production of gallic acid. Ellagiotannin is your ellagic acid, right? Catechin and epicatin is responsible for the epigallocatechin, right? Not sure. एकदम बिहारी बाबू लग रहे हो नरेश कुमार. Not sure. Collapsed cells between epidermis is found in collapsed cells है. चलो. This is simple. Collapsed cells between epidermis are found in Rolfia, ergot, Nux vomica, or Physostigma. Which one is it, guys? Collapsed cells. That's your Nux vomica, right? Nux vomica having the collapsed cells. Okay. Chalo. What do you need to connect to the internet? What do you need to use the connectivity to the internet? Chalo, simple. What do you need? Mouse, modem, CPU और कीबोर्ड. ये भी नहीं बता पाए तब तो फिर अलग ही हो. Which one is it? Yeah. That is going to be your modem only, right? Modem, right? Chalo. Hair present in the skin are epidermal in origin and made up of dead cells, epidermal in origin and made up of living cells, dermal in origin and made up of living cells, dermal in origin and made up of dead cells. Which one is it? Which one is it, guys? That's your epidermal in origin and made up of the dead cells. Okay. Chalo. Who introduced the mutation theory? Camillo Golgi, Edward Jenner, Von Baer, or Hugo de Vries? Okay. Now everyone has gone to the main channel because Srikanth sir is live over there. Fine. Chalo. Who introduced the mutation theory? Camillo Golgi, Edward Jenner, Von Baer, or Hugo de Vries? That's your Hugo de Vries, right? Edward Jenner discovered which thing? है ना? Edward Jenner discovered which thing? Anyone? Edward Jenner discovered which thing? Anyone? Chalo, fine. Now, which type of isomerism shown is being following by this one? Shown by following compound. This one? Vaccine, right? Sai Krishna. Vaccine Naresh Kumar. Very good. Now, this one. Which type of isomerism shown by the following compound? Hmm. Smallpox. Functional isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism, chain isomer. Very simple. Very simple. Here you have the answer is. Answer is. It's not chain. It's not chain. Camellia Golgi, Golgi apparatus. Very good. Shravani. Smallpox vaccine. That's right. And that's your metamerism. Paparnika. Very good. Metamerism is going to be the next. It is the isomerism in the same homologous series. It is due to the presence of different alkyl group attached to the same polyvalent functional group. Okay. Sure. Just it is just a matter of the same methyl. That's your alkyl group only. Okay. Chalo. Identify the following structure. Which one is it? Quinazoline, quinine, isoquinoline, or xanthine? Hmm. Which one is it, guys? Identify the following structure. Quinazoline, quinoline, isoquinoline, or xanthine? Simple. That's your quinazoline, right? Sai Krishna. Very good. All statements are true except enantiotropic protons have the same chemical shift and give only the one NMR signal. Okay. Diastereotypic protons do not have the same chemical shift and give rise to different NMR signal. Okay. Greater shielding of electron corresponds an upfield chemical shift. Okay. Lower shielding of electron correspond to an upfield. No. Same हो जाएगा. Okay. So greater shielding is this one and upfield is this one, right? Lower shielding of electron, and here you have the upfield again. So that is going to be the wrong answer, right? Chalo. Following reaction phenol plus NH3, ZnCl2, NH2 plus H2O. Zeal reaction, Buchrer reaction, Lieberman nitroso reaction, or Elb's reaction. Which one is it, guys? Which one is it? Zeal reaction, Buchrer reaction, Lieberman nitroso reaction, or Elb's reaction? Buchrer reaction, right? The citric acid is used in the limit test. Citric acid is used in the iron limit test to prevent the color due to sulfate, to prevent the precipitation by ammonia as ferrous hydroxide, to prevent color due to chloride, to prevent its precipitation, chloride as ferrous hydroxide. Simple. Iron limit test. Iron limit test, guys. Citric acid is used in the iron limit test to prevent its precipitation by ammonia as ferrous hydroxide. Which one? That's your B only, right? Chalo. A limit test of arsenic. Lead acetate cotton plug is used as a trap of which gas? Arsine, cation dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, or nitrogen? Okay, if you have confidence quiz side, then you can go ahead. That's no problem, है ना? ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ा तो ठीक है. Books जो हैं उससे पढ़ो, but at least guidance तो चाहिए ना at the end, है ना? So guidance के लिए you should take the course. That's what I say to every student of mine, because you will get the knowledge from studying the books, but you will not get the mentorship, you will not get the guidance, right? And that is what necessary, है ना? So that is the thing you have to understand quiz side. That's your hydrogen sulfide, right? Very good. Chalo. Given reagent can be synthesized as a starting material. Uh-huh. Given reagent can be used as a starting material to synthesize. Synthesize what? Priazosin, atenolol, sotalol, and nadolol. Priazosin is your what? Alpha 1 blocker, self selective alpha 1 blocker, right? And that is what usually produces the postural hypotension. Postural hypotension. Also, the analog of this one, that's your tamsulosin, and silodosin can cause the floppy iris syndrome. Floppy iris syndrome if it is given into the cataract condition, right? If it is given into the cataract condition, then floppy iris syndrome can be precipitate, right? That is your prazosin. The chemical name 5,5-diphenyl hydantoin belongs to hydantoin. So simple, hydantoin, phenobarbital, primidone, phenytoin. और कार्बाजिपम which one is it? सर मैंने एक बैच लिया था लास्ट ईयर. आई डोंट प्रमोट दैट चैनल बट एक क्वेश्चन नहीं आया सर उनको मटेरियल. Then my friend suggested GDC. It's working last. Mostly questions come from that. That's what I'm saying, na. That's what I'm saying. The quality of content that you will be getting from this channel and the coaching, right? That's going to be 100% beneficial for you because the way we teach, the way we deliver to the students, the quality as well as the quality in the content as well, that really matters the most, and that what really expected to come into the examination, right? So that's what a favor of having GDC can do. That's your phenytoin as well, right? Chalo, very good. Now identify this one. CH3SO2Cl plus OH3CH2OH. That's your sulfonyl chloride plus 1,4-butane diol. It's going to be produce what? Thiotepa, busulfan, lomustine, or carmustine. Which one is it? Which one is it? That's your busulfan, right? Sulfonates category, है Sulfonates category. Under which category does it fall, guys? Under which category? Which category does it fall? Don't tell me it's an anti-cancer. The subcategory of this one, the subcategory of anti-cancer, that's what I'm asking. Under which category does it fall? Anyone? Busulfan. And what does it do? What does it do as an adverse drug reaction? What does it do? That do the pulmonary fibrosis, if you remember. Pulmonary fibrosis may, that has been, that it generally causes, right? Alkylating agent, but under which category in alkylating agent, Saparnika? Under which category? Pulmonary fibrosis, that's right. महाराष्ट्र एग्जाम्स भी क्लियर हो जाए अगर नेविगेटर प्राइम लूँ तो. हाँ, obviously you can. Sulfonates category, okay? Chalo. CH3, COH and NH3 titration is an example of. Chalo, simple yaar. CH3 is your acetic acid and that you know that's your weak acid, right? Weak acid, and ammonia is your weak base. है Weak base titration is an example of strong acid, strong base, weak acid, strong base, strong acid, weak base, weak acid, weak base. That's your weak acid, weak base, right? Simple. Alkyl sulfonates. That's right, Sapanika. Yeah, chalo. Different steps involved in the gravimetric analysis are arranged as precipitation, digestion, filtration, drying, weighing. Precipitation, weighing, filtration, drying, digestion, precipitation, filtration, digestion, drying, weighing, or none of the above. Hmm. Which one? Gravimetric analysis is been useful for the moisture content, right? Used to determine the moisture content, right? What is the one? That's your that's your A. Precipitation, digestion, filtration, drying, and then weighing, right? Chalo. Which of the following statements are correct? The potentiometric endpoint determination can be applied to all types of reactions. Okay, it can be used for colored or opaque solutions. Okay, it is readily adapted to instruments for automatic titration. Okay, all are correct. Chalo, simple. Hmm. Anyone? Sai Krishna says D. That is none of the above, huh? Is that so, Sai Krishna? That is your all are correct, right? Chalo. Following amino acid does not exhibit the optical isomerism. That is, you are having the chiral compound. Chiral, which has having the chiral carbon. Which has the chiral carbon? Serine, alanine, glycine, or leucine? Which one is it? Which one is it? Hmm. Bachcha knows. Bachcha knows. Chalo, bachcha log, tell me. Tell me this one. Tell me this one. Serine, alanine, glycine, or leucine? Yeah, that's your glycine, right? Chalo. The chief end product of the purine catabolism in man. Chalo. Very good. Simple. Very simple. Purine catabolism. Urea, uric acid, ammonia, or allantoin. Which is it? Swathi S. The glycine. That's right. Sai Krishna says C. Swapanika says C. Okay. So the chief end product of purine metabolism in man, and that is also usually leads to the uric acid, and uric acid increases, gout take place, right? Now, which drug converts the uric acid into allantoin? Conversion. Which drug converts the uric acid into allantoin, guys? Anyone? That is somewhat interesting to know, right? Uric acid into allantoin. Which one is it? Hmm. 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 Uric acid, allantoin. Chalo. Anyone? Anyone? No one? No one. Pegloticase, resburicase, huh? Pegloticase, resburicase, and that is being used, or you can say that is being produced R through rDNA technology because this enzyme is present in your bird only, right? And if you convert uric acid into allantoin, the excretion, urinary excretion of the uric acid getting increased, excretion getting increased. That is what the thing is. Very good, Sabranika. Chalo. It's not allopurinol. Allopurinol is responsible for the decreasing the synthesis of uric acid. That is going to inhibit the xanthine oxidase. Bache. Sai Krishna. Chalo. Okazaki fragments. So simple. Okazaki fragments synthesis of the leading strand of DNA. Huh. Synthesis for the lagging strand of the DNA. Base accession repair, direct repair of DNA. यही तो मतलब है ना क्विज साइड, इन्हीं को तो डीप क्वेश्चंस में हम तैयारी करा रहे हैं, है ना, ताकि हर क्वेश्चन का आंसर दे सके हम. दैट इज व्हाट द मीनिंग ऑफ प्राइम बैचेस, नो. दैट इज व्हाट द बेनिफिट ऑफ प्राइम बैचेस, नो. इसीलिए आई एम सेइंग कि जस्ट गो एंड लुक आउट टू दैट. दिस वन. Okazaki fragments are formed during synthesis of the lagging strand of DNA, right? Chalo. Okay. The variety of coal in which the deposit contains recognizable traces of the original plant material is bitumen, anthracite, lignite, or peat. The variety of coal, okay, the version of coal in which the deposit contains recognizable traces of the original plant material. That is what? Bitumen, anthracite, lignite, or peat. Which one is it? Anyone? That's your peat, okay? Chalo. When the light passes from air into glass, it experiences change of, okay, air into glass. Refractive index change, right? Then what happens? Frequency and wavelength, frequency and speed, wavelength and speed, frequency, wavelength, and speed. Both two or all three. Which one? Hmm. When light passes from air into glass, it experiences change of frequency and wavelength, frequency and speed, wavelength and speed, frequency, wavelength, and speed. That is your C, wavelength and speed. Very good quest side. Okay, chalo. Plants receive their nutrients mainly from chlorophyll, atmosphere, light, or soil. Which one? Anyone, guys? Plants receive. Bachcha knows this one too. Mainly from. I'm not saying ki they prepare from. They get from and they prepare from. There is a difference between they are getting somewhere and they're preparing from somewhere. Right? That is what? That is what? Your soil, mitti. It's not swati. It's not chlorophyll. Chlorophyll say they do prepare that. Okay, but all the nutrients they are receiving, that is through soil only, right? Chalo. Which of the following is the essential element for batteries used in the electric cars? Batteries. Magnesium batteries, bromine batteries, sodium battery, lithium battery. है ना? Phone maybe you will having some batteries over there, है ना? So you get some ads, advertisement of having the batteries. Which kind of batteries? That's your lithium carbonate batteries, right? Lithium carbonate or lithium hydroxide battery. Here you can see, right? Chalo. Which of the following is also known as polyamide? Polyamide, terylene, nylon, rayon, or orolon. Which one is it? Which one is it, guys? Polyamide, polyamide, terylene, nylon, rayon, or orlon. That's what. That's going to be nylon. Very good, Sapanika. Very good. Nylon, right? So the type of glass used in the making lenses and prism is, okay, prism, Jena lens, soft glass, Pyrex glass, or flint glass. Which is one is being used as to making the lens? Jena glass, soft glass, Pyrex glass, or flint glass? Hmm. Simple. That's your That's your flint glass, right? Flint glass, not soft glass. Sure. Groups of metals, ferrous, cobalt, nickel may be called as transition metals, main group metals, alkali metals, or rare metals. Hmm. Which one is it? Which one is it, guys? Group of metals. Iron, copper, nickel may be best called as transition metals, main group metals, alkali metals, or rare metals. Yep. In class 10th do we do study this one, right? Hana? They do have the transition capacity from the d orbital into the d orbital. That's your transition metals, right? Chalo. Which of the following used mainly into the hand sanitizer? Hand sanitizer, aldehyde, acetic acid, alcohol, or ketone? Bachcha knows. Bachcha knows which has been used. Which has been used? That's your alcohol only, right? That is your alcohol, right? चलो, isopropyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, ethanol. What is the SI unit of frequency? SI unit of frequency, diopter, second, hertz or meter? Anyone? Anyone? अंकिता वत्स सी. ओके, वत्स. ब्रह्मास्त्र चलाओ वत्स, है ना? अंकिता. ओके, चलो. Here you have the hertz, right? चलो. Acid turns blue litmus paper into which color? अरे यार, क्या ही चीज है. चलो. Acid hashtag hertz. क्या बात है. स्वातिस. Acid turns blue litmus paper into which color? Black, blue, red or narangi? Obviously, that's going to be your red, right? Chalo. Simple. Okay. Now this one. What is the approximate distance traveled by Max if he moves at 5 km AMP for 120 minutes with 2 halts, 10 minutes each in between? Okay. So speed is equal to distance upon time. If he moves 5 km, so 5 km per hour, so 5 km per hour for 20 minutes. Distance is 120 minutes. So okay, the 5 into 5 km per hour into 120 minutes is your distance, right? So to be precise, 5, 5 into 60, hana, into 120. That is going to be the distance, right? So 60 को hours पे 60 minutes में convert हो जाएगा, है ना? So that is going to be what? Distance. That is going to be 8.3 kilometers to be precise, right? 5 kilometer was the maximum speed, total time 120 minutes, 2 hours of 10 minutes each. So subtract the 120 minus 20, that's your 100 minute. Convert to hours, 100 divided by 60 to 1.66 hours. So 5 into 1.66 hours, that's your 8.3 kilometers. Okay. Chalo, in a group of 310 people, 200 people play cricket, 145 people play rugby. The maximum people who can play both the games is X. The minimum people who play the games is Y. Find X minus Y. Answer is 110. Okay, so take the screenshot of this one and do solve it. Okay. This one. Which of the following options bear the same relationship in the term latter part of the question as the terms given in the former part of the question bear with each other? Okay. So here you have IE ratio D and VJ. So IE ratio D double at VJ. So I comes at 9 position, E comes at the 5 position, right? And here you have the D. So 9 minus 5, here you have 4, right? So 9 minus 4, 5 is equal to 4, right? 9 minus 5 is equal to 4, yeah? And if you take about C, V and J, right? V and J. V comes at how many position? UV, victory मतलब 2 2 यानी कि 2 2 2 2, right? And J means J में हॉकी तो 1 10, J है ना ये 10, right? So 22 minus 10, that is going to be the 12. 12 लव करते हैं तो 12 बज जाते हैं. Then it's your L, I think. Yeah, that is going to be the L, right? L is going to be the right answer. Yeah, that is going to be the L answer. Okay, the number represents the number of subscribers and the circle represent name of mobile applications. How many subscribers have subscription of Hotstar and HOOQ but not Amazon Prime? Okay, so Hotstar and HOOQ. So Hotstar ये हो गया and HOOQ is going to be this one, right? But not the Amazon Prime, not Amazon Prime. So this whole circle and this whole circle, not Amazon Prime. तो इसको हम delete कर देते हैं, right? So 14, 16, 14 plus 16 plus 4 plus 26, right? So 6, 10, 10, 20, 20, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60 तो हुआ, 60 तो हुआ, तुम 70 कह रहे हो नवीन आरी. That's your 60, okay? चलो, simple. Who became the first tennis player to achieve 400 career Grand Slam singer victories? Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Botic Wendy, Zan Stolp और Roger Federer. इसका तो नाम ही नहीं सुना है ना. Which one is it? Which one is it, guys? Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Botic Wendy, Zan Stolp और Roger Federer. Yeah? Anyone? Simple है ये तो, बहुत simple है. That's your Novak Djokovic, right? चलो. At which railway station did Indian Railway deploy its first humanoid robot, ASC Arjun? Anyone? राफा नहीं है, राफा रिटायर हो गया. राफा goes down, राफा all time. राफा नहीं है, sir. Djokovic is much higher as compared to the Rafa. Right? Rafa is one of the most favorite pair of mine. Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer, as well as Novak Djokovic. That is going to be your Visakhapatnam deploy its first humanoid robot, ASC Arjun. Okay, chalo. In which city did Amit Shah inaugurate Assam's largest multi-sports hub, the Khanikar Stadium? Guwahati, Jorhat, Silchar, or Dibrugarh? Which one is it? That's your Dibrugarh. Okay, chalo. In which region was India's first open sea marine fish farming project launched to promote finnifish and seafood cultivation? Lakshadweep, Andaman, Gujarat coast, or Kerala coast? Which one is it, guys? Hmm. That's your Gujarat. No, that's your Andaman. Okay, Andaman and Nicobar. Okay. Which state witnessed the launch of India's first integrated private satellite manufacturing unit at Sanand? Stanand. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, or Gujarat? Anyone? At least guess, no? At least guess. Guess ही कर लो भाई. Yeah, that's your Gujarat. Okay, chalo. Who has been appointed as the head coach of Indian senior women's football team led by All India Football Federation? Amelia Valvorid, Sarina Wiegman, Pia Sundage, or Anju Tamang? Amelia Valvord. In which states was Operation Parhar launched to dismantle the gangster network? Punjab, Jharkhand, Bihar, or Gujarat? Here, anyone? Only me now. अच्छा, ठीक है. No worries then. Fine. This is your Punjab, okay? Where was the National Paralympic Powerlifting Championship virtually inaugurated in January? Virtually inaugurated in January 2026. That's your Dehradun, Haridwar, Roorkee, or Rishikesh. That's your Roorkee, okay? Chalo. IIT Roorkee. Which among the following games were previously known as the Mintonet? Mintonet, football, baseball, volleyball, or handball? Mintonet. मिंट नेट नेट वाला सीन तो बेसबॉल में भी नहीं है, वॉलीबॉल में होता है, हैंडबॉल में होता है. मिंटो नेट की बात कर रहे हैं. दैट्स योर वॉलीबॉल. ओके, नेट है तो ऑब्वियसली नेट विल बी देयर. सो वॉलीबॉल और हैंडबॉल तो वॉलीबॉल. ओके, चलो. हाउ मेनी नंबर्स ऑफ द बायोजियोग्राफिक zones are present in India? 4, 8, 10, or 15? 4, 8, 10, or 15? That's going to be your 10, guys. Okay, chalo. These are the 10 biogeographic zones. And this is all about this one, this model paper, RRB Model Pharmacist paper 2. And tomorrow also we will have another one. And I hope thoda sa beneficial hua hoga. And we'll be looking forward to have another one tomorrow at 8 p.m. Sorry. And thank you so much for joining quiz side and all the persons who have joined previously, but now they are not here. All right. So thank you so much and all the very best. Take care of yourself. Good night.